You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, it's pretty clear one thing. A lot of the original WNBA fans, the old guard, some like to refer to them as the slows. It's pretty clear they don't understand how business works, economics work, supply and demand works. And I kind of say it is what it is because Caitlin Clark draws massive viewership and other teams don't. All right? The New York Liberty and Las Vegas Aces, they're part of that. Sorry. It is what it is. I saw the regular season ratings last year. Caitlin Clark averaged something in the neighborhood of about 1.2 million viewers per game, and the rest of the league about 400 to 500,000. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but 400,000 to 1.2 is like 3 times the amount of viewers, I guess, is what I'm saying. But, of course, yesterday I made a video, yesterday evening, and the WNBA announced its nationally televised schedule, or at least the Indiana Fever had it come out. And they got a hell of a lot of games, all right? 41 out of 44, I believe. Maybe the other 3 are going to be on the WNBA app. But that's a hell of a lot of games that are nationally based, and we know why. The Indiana Fever is America's team, but the old WNBA fans are furious over it. They're mad. They're big mad today. They're crying. They've somehow brought in Trump on this. Look, guys, I'm telling you right now, you guys know this channel went through some controversy last. It's all about that. I can tell you right now. All right. It is what it is. That's what it is ultimately about. All right. They've pulled politics in the sports. We've watched that happen, and here we are right here. The W360s, good follow on Twitter. Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever get the most airtime because they're America's team, baby. Deal with it, slows. Right here, this was a comment. We have the worst commish in all of sports with Kathy Engelbert. She's not a great commissioner. I'm not going to lie to you about that. But have you ever heard of Roger Goodell or Adam Silver? ? Growing the game doesn't mean focusing on one player and her toxic MAGA cult fans. As for Caitlin Clark, the player, and we see this, she's all right. Yeah, their hate for her, they can't even see past that. They can't even give her due. All right? This person wasn't the only one belly aching right here. How about this? Sigh, I missed the Unrivaled already. Aw. I mean, seriously. And this was to ESPN's announcement, Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark, Liberty Aces in the WNBA season opener. And that was ESPN announcing the national schedule. They're mad. I mean, we know Caitlin Clark didn't play in that league. And they want her out. They want you fans out of the league. You're not welcome. You know what you are? You're regular sports fans. I mean, regular sports fans got drug into a league that they had not been watching, all right, because before Caitlin Clark, right, wrong, or indifferent, the league hasn't been appealing. Sorry, not sorry. People deserve to be able to put their money and time where they feel like they want it to be. That's their choices. They have now decided to consume somebody that entertains them very much, somebody that captured their imagination while she was in college, that transferred over to the WNBA, and they're livid. They're mad. And it's very clear. We know they don't want fans that look like me, that's got American flags in the background and wearing flag hats and the white guy from Texas. They don't want that, all right? That's part of this. One of the worst WNBA fans and one of CC's biggest haters is already complaining. They don't like the game of basketball at all. They just want to support Reese. I've said the majority of her fans are not Hoops fans. They're not Hoops fans. In fact, if they were Hoops fans, they would want to see her working on the deficiencies of her actual basketball game. I need Angel Reese healthy as a horse on May 17th. No excuses. I can't wait for the crash outs. Absolutely. We don't want her injured going into that at all. We're calling for Angel Reese to have a solid, healthy season. And yes, we are. All right? We are. Because I want to see how this season plays out for her as well. All right? I mean, I'll only be watching the game she plays against Caitlin Clark, but that's neither here nor there. So the Indiana Fever will have more nationally televised games this season than the last two WNBA champions. Got it. Yeah, that's exactly what happened here. You want to know why? Here's every way Caitlin Clark made ratings history this year. That was September 20th, 2024. 6 WNBA networks set ratings records this season, all Caitlin Clark. I mean, there's 2 million viewed games in there. 23 WNBA games drew more than 1 million viewers. Clark played in 20 of them. I mean, is the math starting to math for you or what? Caitlin Clark's Iowa career ended with the 3 most watched women's college basketball games. The WNBA draft and All-Star game demolished their viewership records with Caitlin Clark. I mean, honestly, the Diana Taurasi draft drew 600,000. It was the most watched draft ever. Caitlin Clark's draft drew nearly 2.5 million. 374% increase of viewership. Fever quadrupled ticket sales after drafting Clark. How about this one? WNBA playoff ratings plummet after Caitlin Clark goes home. It is a business. At some point, the league has to treat it as a business. If these players, and what's killing me is it's the fans that are demanding that these players make more money, but they don't want to support the very player that's causing that money to be made because they can't stand her. All right? They can't stand her. We know why. It's not a secret as to why. We watched the poor young lady get demolished last year, and we know what that was about. Honestly. And of course, this person right here, which, by the way, this guy writes for Fansided. Okay. This is a business, not a charity. Sorry. Like it or not, CC is the draw. It's weird. They only want this league to grow under their exact circumstances. And they don't get it. They're very, very much the minority now. All right? I mean, what 500,000 fans versus 1.2 million. You are the minority now of the fan base, the old guard that frankly none of us have any real respect for. And it's because nobody had any animosity towards those fans at all till the regular sports fans showed up and you exposed yourself. And we were like, wow, these people are crazier than hell. Like, we don't see this in other leagues at all. It's weird. As a regular consumer, yeah, fan is short for fanatic, but it's nothing like this in the NFL fandom, NBA fandom, Major League Baseball fandom. I mean, y'all special. Quote, special. I mean, maybe short bus special, but you get my point. Tell me what you think, black and white sports supporters. They're furious today because America's team is getting America's treatment. And they should. If this league really wants to make money, this is what I would have done. I'd have put all the games nationally televised somehow, some way. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.